Hey, welcome or welcome back. It's as always good to see you today. It is Monday. Yay. I don't have D&D today, so we are doing a stream really quick because I can. Um, Hello, my lovely YouTube wife, Mademoiselle Sai. Thank you so much for being here as always and getting the little intro in there. Hey, Lizzie and Stitch and Stream. So good to see you. Hope you've had a good day. Um, I need to I need to get my audio files moved over so I can at least add in like something for y'all to listen to as you're waiting for me to start the stream. But I need to get those files moved over. But yeah, I don't know why I'm looking so washed out with this new camera. I mean, I know I am pasty, but I look even more pasty. Um yeah, no D&D tonight. I wasn't going to be in tonight's campaign anyway, which I forgot about because they were doing a different campaign tonight. But one of our players, who is the DM of this little side campaign, um, her computer died, so she couldn't do the campaign tonight. Otherwise, I'd be watching them play. But hey, Sagan, hope you're doing well. Glad you're doing well, Mademoiselle Scythe. Glad you're doing well. I hope everybody is having a good day. Yeah, it's Monday. It is a Monday. We do have an Amberlynn video today. If we get through this quickly, then maybe we will be able to watch Beck's Q&A that I haven't had a chance to get to yet because I just haven't had the time. So we'll see. But let's just go ahead and get into this. Oh, what's for dinner, Heather? I'll be heating up an eat clean meal after we stream. So I do have a meeting at 8 o'clock tonight with Hong Kong. So we won't stream for very long. That's 3 hours away, but still. Um, but oh, did I add last 2 hours of work? All right, getting done, getting close. Let's pop over to here because this is where I have my thumbnail. So we have a video from Amberlynn titled "Taking a Break, Frustrating Semaglutide Update, Therapy Consultation." Oh, sorry, therapy consultation and reminiscing with mom, and it's going to be a vlog. Um, hey DV, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And so yeah, we have I'm not used to looking this direction for this stuff because I don't have a laptop in front of me anymore. Uh, but we do have taking a break. I wonder if she's going to be taking a break from YouTube. I don't know. I think she should. I mean, Amberlynn could take some online classes to learn some skills of some sort. You know, maybe medical billing or medical something. Um, she could learn coding if she has any interest in that. Hey, Mars. See, I think you're 8 hours ahead of me. Is it 1 a.m. for you? I think you I think you're 8 hours ahead of me right now until we have our time change. Hello, Mistress of the Dark. Let's see, what is Heather having? marinated chicken with bulldog carbonara and some marinated cucumbers. That does sound tasty. Probably better than whatever I'm going to be throwing in the microwave. Aaron! Hey, Aaron. The Canadians heard the call. Trying to make ramen fancy. Hey. Want to make some ramen fancy? Throw in some scrambled egg. Throw in some meat with it. Maybe some bok choy, some veggies. Hey, Hibiscus. If I didn't say hello to you. So good to see all of you. I hope you've had a fabulous Monday. Hope your week is starting out well. Because we're supposed to get some nasty weather here in Missouri on Wednesday. And some of you out east are going to be getting it earlier, I think. And then we're going to get some on Wednesday, and it's going to move out to you guys out east. So hopefully everybody is prepared for the upcoming icky weather we have coming. I'm supposed to go to Springfield on Saturday. So let's hope weather doesn't get horrible for my trip out of town. Ooh, doing handyman things. Had a burrito. Burrito sounds good. You know, I still have my rubber mallet up here. I don't know. Throw in a soft-boiled egg, chicken, or any meat your choice, corn or veggie. Yeah, that's always good to do. Man, you all are making me hungry. It's time for my dinner, but I'm streaming. But, alright, let's get rid of this thumbnail. Heather, eggs in this economy? I'm on strike. I know, eggs. I haven't bought eggs in ages. When I have bought eggs recently, it's been liquid eggs instead of actual eggs. Oh, a vegan one you made at home. Oh, avocado. Man, avocados are getting expensive too. At least there's no Yeah, you know, the tariffs are so fucking stupid. Just stupid. You would think the president would know how these things work, but he's a fucking idiot. Alright. Let's see what Amberlynn is Oh, did I already say if you're new here, I speed her up, blah, blah, blah. Alright. You know what also helps? If you can see it. And if my camera would actually stay positioned. Oh, that made it worse. Cabbage roll soup. That sounds... You know, I've made some cabbage roll soup kind of before when I had a couple of cabbages that I needed to... Fucking A. That I needed to use up. I think I just made it worse again. And I think there's something blocking the view. Is that in the... Yeah, good enough. Alright. Not that you need to see me, but having Amberlynn's video like half over me bothers me. Pageant holes, prepping for paint. That's always fun. I always hated doing that. When I painted my whole house, that was fun. But, alright. Now that we are positioned properly, let's do a volume test for Amber. Make sure I have her volume on.
Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. So today is January 31st and...
Alright. I think our volume should be okay for you guys, according to the level that I'm seeing here in Streamlabs. Ooh, grilled cheese. I didn't see that. Man, maybe I should make a grilled cheese and some soup. No, I need to use my Eat Clean meals. I can still make a grilled cheese to go with it. I probably should use my bread. Alright, you guys can hear. She's got bedhead. Does look a little messy. Ooh, that sounds good, Aaron. Sounds tasty. I would make when I would get cabbage in my imperfect foods box, I would also I would get like some carrots and like cook some ground turkey and make like an egg roll in a bowl with like the cabbage, carrots, something else. I can't remember. Maybe some onion, and I would cook it and then add some ground turkey to it and make like some kind of like Asian inspired sauce or something, like soy sauce and whatever, ginger, whatever, and make an egg roll in a bowl. But
Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. So today is January 31st and I have an appointment today. I actually have
the 31st. Yes, it is the day of the consultation. I know we all have like a word that we just can't say correctly, and apparently consultation is that word for Amberlynn. I knew somebody years ago that could not say the word cinnamon. It was always like cinnamon or something. Yeah, they just could not say the word cinnamon. Yeah, egg roll bowls are delicious. Sounds kind of tasty, but I have no time to cook, and I just have a whole bunch of eat clean meals in the fridge. I made chia pudding, which I need to finish making. I need to add some fruit to it. But yes, today is the day of her consultation with. No! Spam! Okay, it stopped ringing. There you go. Just just yell no at your phone and it'll it'll stop ringing. Use coleslaw so you don't have to. Oh, that's a good idea. Get one of the bags of like pre-salad coleslaw kind of mix from like Dole or whatever at the grocery store. It's pretty much the same ingredients, really. The only difference is you're not using like a coleslaw sauce. Um, when I side tangent, when I worked at KFC in high school, we made our coleslaw from scratch, and we had this huge chopper, and you'd put like half heads of cabbage in it, and then carrots and onions. And on Sundays, because we had a buffet, we would have to make like 50 pounds of coleslaw in the morning, and then sometimes make another one like on Monday or Tuesday, make like 25 pounds, because we would also scoop it into the containers for, the takeout meals. But yeah, we would have to make 50 pounds of coleslaw in the morning. And we had these bags of the coleslaw dressing, and we'd put on these like elbow high like plastic gloves and get in there and get it all mixed up. You'd mix it by hand in our big tubs. But anyway, here, fundraising for an industrial sized food processor. Oh, do you guys have like a link doing a GoFundMe or something? I'll donate for that for you. Let's see, Sides. Sometimes I think she says words wrong on purpose. I think she does too. I think she does too. I take it personally whenever she says Aiton, because I did that whole video on how to use Eaton correctly, and I think she says Aiton just to personally attack me. I'm kidding. Can't say. I can't say it either. Worcestershire or Worcestershire sauce. I can't say it either, obviously. How do you say it? Worcestershire? Worcester sauce. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see here. See if you guys can hear this.
Worcestershire.
Say that again.
Worcestershire.
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 That's what it says from Google. I think it lies. It's lies. Yes, so wash your sister sauce. Amigurumi? I cannot say during my crochet streams. Lizzie, that's different. She can't say milk or consultation. It's milk. You know, I've actually noticed Michelle McDaniel also says milk. I think it might be a regional thing in different regions because I've heard other people say milk, and it's weird. I don't know. Anyway, we're 7 seconds in and we're already off the rails. Let's
Of a consultation with a therapist.
Oh, hello Tracy. Good to see you.
Who specializes in.
Did she say
BP.
consultation?
We have a consultation with a therapist.
It's not hard to say console. I know it's a little thing to get irritated about, but it's not a hard word to say. Oh, there's a screw loose here, falling off. Eggs. She says kind of it like eggs, but that's also, I think, possibly a regional thing. Like my mother would say oil instead of oil, and that's kind of a southern regional thing as well, to be like oil instead of oil. Yeah, Amber says eggs instead of eggs. Yeah. A lot of it's just regional dialect pronunciation, those sorts of things, but we like to nitpick because we can, right? I'm sure there's lots of words that I say weird. Stitch and Stream, she's just trying to piss you off. While it's working.
Who specializes in BPD and CPTSD, which is perfect for me.
Good.
I was diagnosed with those things a couple years ago. And so
Let's hope she or he, whomever, let's hope they are a good therapist that will actually jive and work well with you.
then I have not seen a therapist. The psychologist who diagnosed me, I did see them for a bit, but they did not specialize in that. And they recommend you need to see someone who specializes in these things. And I'm like, I know, but I don't know. It's like...
It's been a year and a half. It's been a year and a half since she was diagnosed with BPD, and she refused to do anything about it in all that time, other than use it as an excuse for bad behavior. That's the only thing she's done with the BPD diagnosis, is use it as an excuse, which is not okay.
It's scary for me, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm extremely nervous, and it's literally just a 15-minute consultation to see if like we're the right fit. That's about to happen in about 30 minutes, and I'll let you guys know how it went. Is my phone staying still?
Okay, well that's a quick cut. Her hair looks nice. I hate this lip purse with a passion. But I guess I just don't understand fashion like Amberlynn does. I don't understand fashion like anybody because I don't understand fashion, as you can tell by the Strange Planet t-shirt that I'm wearing. Thoughts and prayers to Amber's therapist. I hope she takes it seriously. Hello, Casey Claus. I hope you're having a fabulous day as well. It is a Monday, so I hope your day's going well. She's a Betsy Johnson girl. The lippers, it's just not my style. Pink is not really my color because I'm so freaking pasty. But just like the lips, I don't know. I don't care for it. Yeah, maybe we should start a GoFundMe for Amber's therapist. for Amber's therapist to have therapy. Oh gosh. You know, I wonder how many therapists do need to go to therapy for the things they hear from clients, just to be like, wow, I have this one client that's just freaking insane. Versus for a 4-year old. Let's see. So Amberlynn, it looks like they're outside of a restaurant.
Yes. Okay. So obviously I've had my consultation. I'll talk more about that later. Me and my mom just grabbed a bite to eat because we're about to go to electronic bingo. I have been so sad. And
Oh,
it's just nice
time for bingo.
to be out with my mom. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes.
Oh, the 31st. What's your camera sitting on? Is it sitting on the car? The 31st was a Friday. So Friday night is bingo night. And I'm glad that she has this to look forward to each week. Bingo to look forward to with her mom each week. And I'm glad that she has her mom here. And that she's not alone, you know? I mean, being alone is hard. Um, and I say that as someone that never sees people in real life. I'm pretty much always alone as well. It's kind of sad, really. Like, I could go do things with, like, a lesbian group in St. Louis that one of my friends keeps inviting me to. But I don't have the time. In California, all therapists must see a therapist. I think they have to. A moment of silence for Amber's. Yeah, I hope this therapist works out. Like, I understand that finding a good therapist can be hard, but I also know that Amberlynn in the past has dropped a therapist that, you know, it seems like as soon as they kind of push back or have her start questioning or aren't just yes people, then she drops them. So hopefully this therapist is a good one and does click and will work. Aaron, even I have clients that make me as a hairdresser. I bet you hear all kinds of things. Heather, put yourself out there. I don't have time to put myself out there, Heather. And I am so horribly socially awkward. Like, meeting a new group of, like, people, I'm just like, so, how's work? I have no clue what to talk. I am so bad at small talk. 5 p.m. nap. It's not 5 p.m. Oh, wait, you're in Canada right now. Yeah, the lips purse. We were just talking about the lips purse.
Oh, it is windy.
Longer than slumming? Yeah.
What happened to your phone?
I almost spit out my coffee. Oh my god. Phone down. I don't know what she had her phone sitting on, but man. Man down. Man down. Oh.
What happened to your phone?
Mama Lynn just looking over it. Oh no, what happened to your phone? Oh my god, that just cracked me up. Two hairstylists. I need to go get my undercut redone. It's looking horrible. Oh my.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I was filming.
What'd you say?
I was vlogging.
Oh god.
Oh my god, is it broke?
Oh, funny, right?
No, it's not broken. How funny. Oh, Mama Lynn, you need to quit smoking, Mama Lynn. So bad for you, Mama Lynn. Yeah, it's snowy in Canada. 325 in LA.
Look at
Gremlin
my mom's
energy.
outfit. I was like, dang, that shirt's so pretty. I've never seen it before. Guess where she got it?
I think I just won my taxes.
Don't know
Oh, yeah?
where Mama
I
Lynn
just
got
switched
it.
from TurboTax to H&R Block. It was so
Oh,
easy.
good
You
for
mean
you.
I don't have to go
Salvation Army.
You said Goodwill.
I mean, Goodwill.
Yeah, Goodwill.
It was Goodwill.
Yeah.
Ah,
Right by my
Goodwill.
house.
I was like, who would get rid of that shirt? I thought it was so cute on her.
Oh, it's long sleeve. What?
I just realized that we're wearing the same colors.
Girl, you're weird.
Black and red.
Oh my god, we're wearing the same colors, black and red. It's not hard to do, girly. She's so weird. Hey, Zombieus now. Good to see you. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day.
I'm so full. I've really cheated on my diet. Like,
That's funny.
Don't look at it that way, Mama Lynn. Because then you'll just feel bad about yourself. Maybe you had a day that didn't meet the goals that you wanted to reach. So just the next day or whatever day, just readjust your goals and go from there. We all have days that we don't do as well as we would like on our eating. But you just get back on it the next day.
Content.
whoa.
You know, Mama Lynn, you're doing a lot better than I am, hon.
It's so bad.
Title
Well,
this
tomorrow.
vlog. My mom cheated.
Yeah, so now I'll just eat. Yeah, right. And I'll just eat like lettuce all day tomorrow.
Do you remember when we had a turtle
No, you don't have to just eat lettuce all day tomorrow, Mama Lynn.
named Lettuce? When we lived in Windsor in the restaurant.
His name was Lettuce.
Yeah, we fed him lettuce. So I called him Lettuce. I was like 5.
I don't remember the name.
But do you remember the turtle? Remember we had him in like a.
Apartment too, in a fish tank.
Yes.
Yes. I
Yes.
remember him now. Yes.
Remember when I had.
Oh, Amberlynn had a little pet turtle and named him Lettuce because she fed it lettuce. Oh, that's cute. Why is Amber so dramatic? Because that's just the kind of person she is, I guess.
Snake. Remember when I carried around the little baby chick?
I do remember that.
The
It's
snake.
like I have these small.
Her name.
remember-
I think her name was her.
Really?
Yeah.
Who named her?
You did.
Oh my god. Okay, do you
Her?
remember when the red barn and the only way that I would poop is when I put on the boots and I'd go out there in my diaper and squat?
Yeah. Or
Is that why she has these outhouse dresses? It reminds her of going to go poo-poo in the barn. Huh.
you put on those boots, Easter egg hunting, and you have to lick the blue egg, you find a yellow egg,
Why would I do
you
that?
lick each egg. I don't know.
Why would Amberlynn on Easter eggs hunts would pick up the eggs and lick them and put them back? That would be so gross for the next kid coming to pick up that egg. Why is it wet?
So weird.
So funny.
Or when I got 3rd-degree burns.
I thought it was always poop talk with the Slayton sisters. 3rd-degree burns? What, girl?
That's so weird.
So funny.
Or when I got 3rd-degree burns.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I remember all
I
of these
spilled
things from when
Ramen on you.
Dad surprised me with a bike one time before we went camping.
You know, it's Little House on the Limcor. It's weird how you'll have these random little blips of memories from when you were a kid. Like, you, of course, unless you have like a eidetic memory, you're not going to remember everything. But it's you know, just kind of these little clips and blips here and there. Yeah, I didn't catch what she said caused those 3rd-degree burns. I think Mama Lynn might have said what it was, but I didn't catch it. I guess I could back it up. Like, let me put this on regular speed so I can try to catch what Mama Lynn says.
Or you put on those boots, Easter egg hunting, and you have to lick the blue egg, you find a yellow egg,
Why would I do
you
that?
lick each egg. I don't know.
That's so weird.
So funny.
Well, Amberlynn is weird, so...
Or when I got 3rd-degree burns.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I remember all
I
of these
spilled
things from when
Ramen on you.
Oh, Mama Lynn spilt ramen on her. Oh, shit. Oh, boiling water with the... Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, if you've boiled the water and then spilled it on accident. Oh man. Shit.
Dad surprised me with a bike one time before we went camping.
Oh, that's just to give you guys wheels so you leave us alone when we got to the campsite.
I know. Yeah, like
That was just so you'd leave us alone when we got to the campsite. Well, we already know a lot of the things that, how do you get burnt from ramen, Lizzie R? Well, see, you have to boil water to make ramen, Lizzie R. I know you've never eaten ramen, but it's a noodle, and you have to boil water. Boiled water is very, very hot. Hey, Blue Hoodie. Amber spilled it on herself. I don't know. Depending on how old she was, the memory could be off on that. Depending on how old she was. Well, Heather, you catch your kitchen on fire. Happened to a girl, she needed skin grafts. Yeah. Boiled water with... boiled water. Lizzie R, I'm not that bougie. I just come here to get bullied. You kind of are that bougie, Lizzie R. Yeah, boiling water. I mean, I don't know how old Amberlynn was when that happened, and I don't recall her telling this story before, because I don't remember everything. But it could be just not remembering it correctly. Depending on how old you are, memories can get a little fuzzy. And Heather's got flames around the house there.
Probably I've shared like, oh, we've gone camping and stuff, and everyone's like, oh, that means she had such a good childhood. It's like, no. Do you know what my parents were doing at camping?
In the tent. Most of the time, arguing, trying to get high.
Yeah, and me and my brother were out doing our own thing, but still, like, I enjoyed it still slightly.
Your Mama Lynn, it was terrible.
Because that was at least a break in our monotony.
Change of scenery, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a terrible parent. But...
Well, you had your kids taken away from you, so that kind of speaks for itself, but I'm glad that she has gotten better and is clean and has been able to rebuild these relationships with Amberlynn and with her own mother, and hopefully with the son as well that she kept custody of. I think there were 2 other boys too that I believe they've reconnected with. Only the third fire. The 90s. It would have been the 90s for Amberlynn. Ellen probably has a lot of guilt. ALR smiling at her with glee. I think Amberlynn is just still smiling from thinking about like riding her bike or just having a change of scenery.
Change of scenery, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a terrible parent, but
we don't have to talk about that.
I can't change that.
Right? We don't have to talk about that. Yeah. Yeah, I hope they're able to get past.
Yeah, I was a terrible parent, but
we don't have to talk about that.
I can't change that right now. So.
Well, I mean, you can't change it ever unless we find a way to invent time machines. But, the important thing is that now she's clean and she can't change the past. And she's working on rebuilding that relationship with Amberlynn now, and they have a good relationship. It may not quite be kind of a mother-daughter type relationship because Amberlynn didn't really have that with her before, so it might feel more like a friend kind of relationship. I don't know. Um, but I'm glad that they are able to rebuild this relationship and, at least spend this time together. So, um, it is good that she's able to do these things.
I was talking about that right now.
Good lord.
Gets deep. He might.
Let's see, Heather says, the relationship will hopefully continue to develop. ALR getting, absolutely. I think Amberlynn getting therapy will help her relationship with everyone around her friendships, any future dating relationships she may have. Because we've heard her talk about how the BPD has kind of affected her friendships, because like she mentioned on that voice note with Alexis, that like I guess Eric and Ricky aren't her friends anymore because she wasn't talking to them enough. I don't know if that's still the case or not, but getting that kind of BPD favorite person and just getting blinders and focusing 100% only on that person can make it hard to maintain other relationships. And hopefully getting therapy will help Amberlynn work on herself, reconcile her past and her past mistakes, and be able to come to terms with those things and move forward. Which is why I also will always say that people rehashing Amberlynn's past and bringing up all these things she's done in the past aren't going to be helpful if she begins to work on these things in therapy and kind of comes to terms with her past, realizes her mistakes, acknowledges them, and then tries to move forward. And like Sagan says, Mama Lynn deserves respect for owning up to past mistakes, to her past mistakes. It's obvious she's worked on herself a lot. Yeah, and um she needs to we need to be able to give Amberlynn the space to grow and heal and try to reconcile these past mistakes. John Elaine, you're doing the ALR uplift when you talk. I did do it a few times there because I was putting emphasis on the last things that I was saying. But I think that if we do give Amberlynn that space to grow and develop and get better once she starts her therapy, then I think that'll help a lot. And I think people rehashing a lot of her past mistakes and things just aren't going to be helpful. Just like if we were just to keep saying things about Mama Lynn, like, oh, well, Mama Lynn did this, this, and this in the past, that's not helpful to Mama Lynn now, is it? Because she's done her time, she's paid for her mistakes, and she's doing better now. So just, in my opinion, we need to give Amberlynn that same grace and space if she is able to do this therapy and recognize her mistakes and get better about it. Lizzie R., that's just the Midwest, Jonathan. Borderline Canadianism. You're from California. What do you know about Midwestern? Hey, Tayden. Her mom has realized her mistakes and owned up to them, but Amber constantly brings them up and throws it in her face. How bad of a mother was she? Or how bad of a mother she was. I don't know if Amberlynn means to do that. I think Amberlynn, because looking back at Amberlynn's childhood, considering that Mama Lynn and her dad, her parents in general, weren't the best parents, anytime she thinks about her childhood, there are going to be a lot of bad memories in there. But in this, the way they're talking here, it they're remembering good things, like were just weird, funny little memories. I don't think, and like Amberlynn just said, we don't need to talk about that. When Mama Lynn said I wasn't a great parent, um, so I think I disagree with that, Tayden. But I mean, you're welcome, of course, to let's see. Oh, hello, John Hamster, and hello, John Lynn, and hello, Tayden. Let's see. ALR told the ramen story before. Ramen was in the microwave. Mama Lynn took a phone call, told Amber not to touch the ramen. Girl was too impatient and grabbed the ramen. Mama Lynn yelled at her and surprised her. Girl spilled it on herself. Alleged third-degree burns, but it didn't scar, guys. Yeah, Aaron, those are still her childhood memories. Yeah, I mean, so anytime she brings up her childhood, there's going to be some things in there that probably aren't great for Mama Lynn. Um, yeah, I don't know. Either way, it sounds like Amberlynn got burnt by ramen. So either she really wanted that ramen and spilled it on herself, or maybe Mama Lynn took it as I scared her and I spilled it on her. I don't know. Either way, somebody spilled ramen on Amberlynn.
Imagine if we had a podcast.
Why do they call it podcast? What's POD stand for? It stands for something, you would think.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, the cast part is because it's a broadcast. The pod. Let me try to think. I used to know. Can't remember.
I have no hair left. It's getting so thin. I don't know what the heck's.
You don't want a podcast, Heather? You don't want a Mama Lynn and Amberlynn podcast? Sagan says, I think Amber brings that stuff up because she's not healed. That stuff obviously weighs heavy on her psyche. She hasn't let the stuff go. The bad stuff go. Pod because you're in a small room with insufferable people. That doesn't sound right, Heather. Yeah, we know that Amberlynn was diagnosed, according to her, with CPTSD, and that she has a lot of issues from her childhood, which going to therapy would probably help her come to terms with and reconcile. So I'm glad she's finally meeting with a therapist. Where are they? I don't know where they are, Lizzie. They're outside of a restaurant. I think they just had lunch. But I think, yeah, therapy will really help Amberlynn, I think. Hopefully reconcile these things in her past, recognize how it's affected her as an adult, reconcile all of those things that she did because of these things, and move past it and get better, and hopefully not make the same mistakes.
It's the Oklahoma, because ever since I moved here, my hair's been thinning. How does that...
What?
It's the Oklahoma, because ever since I moved...
It stands for something, you would think.
That's a good...
It's the Oklahoma. It's not Oklahoma. Oh.
Good question. I don't know.
I hardly have no hair left. It's getting so thin. I don't know what the heck's going on.
It's the Oklahoma, because ever since I moved here, my hair's been thinning. How does that make any sense? So you can...
Oh. Aaron says, I have a hard time letting go of the things I had to deal with living with an addict in my immediate family. Yeah. Tornado Alley is in her hair, y'all. Yeah, it's not the Oklahoma. I don't know. Maybe it's the hair products you're using. Maybe it's just getting older. Maybe it's because you've gone through menopause. Pretty shirt. The lady who delivered it to me. Aw. Oh, she's wearing that black kind of mesh shirt with like the lips or the bows. The bows. Tatum says Amber can't recognize her part in the negative situations in her life. It's always everyone else who is. Yeah, yeah. I've said that many times before as well, Tatum. That Amberlynn never takes the accountability for it. It's always something else or somebody else's fault, or a mental health issue that's made her do these things or made her act this way. It's never her fault. And hopefully therapy will help her take accountability for her part in these things and kind of I don't know, learn to recognize when she's doing certain things and get better with it. Aaron says now that she's sober, when I talk about the bad things, she validates my feelings and apologizes. That's good. Good, Aaron. I'm glad that she's able to do that. Heather says this is her childhood. Yeah. There is a difference between the childhood and adulthood. And with the way that Amberlynn grew up in her childhood, whenever she did become an adult at 18, I don't think she had the maturity, even up into her like mid 20s, to really make adult decisions very well. And she didn't know, like the way she treated partners up until Beck, I would say, and even including Beck, in my opinion, it would be like she never. And I've said this before in live streams. She didn't have examples of good relationships growing up or how to treat people really, and then also having undiagnosed BPD and the PTSD. Those are going to make somebody not behave well in a relationship, and you are going to look at things as, well, you triggered me to do this, you made me do this. They're not going to see it as their own fault. It's this that made me act this way. It's this. It's always something external. And until Amberlynn takes accountability, because the BPD is a part of her. It's not this separate entity like she said before. And it's always going to be there. But it's going to be a part of her, that she's going to have to learn how to navigate. And that's where the DBT therapy comes in. She's had over a decade to take accountability, but we also have to look at it, Tayden, as she hasn't stayed in therapy long enough to recognize these things, and she didn't know 10 years ago what some of these things, why she was behaving the way she was. She didn't know why she was. It was always something else. But now that she knows, yes, it's absolutely on her to make those things better and to correct these behaviors and to hopefully not do them again. You're never going to be perfect. You're always going to screw up. But afterwards, if you're like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize, I apologize, whatever. I mean, nobody's ever perfect. But the problem the last several years has been that she knows what's causing the issues, why she's having these issues, but she's done nothing about it. And she's used it as a crutch and an excuse for poor behavior, which is not okay. But now that she knows what these issues are, if she doesn't do anything about it, then that's completely on her. And it's just completely her own fault. It really is. So she needs to work on those things.
You can order drinks here and they deliver it to you.
I'm sorry, Aaron. I forgot. You are perfect, yes.
And she delivered it to me, and I turned my cup around, and she wrote "pretty sure" on it. Isn't that sweet?
Well, I think it was just to know whose drink it was, because she didn't have a name.
What is it? Let me see.
Are these Instagram filters or Snapchat filters or what? I never use filters So I don't know what these are from.
Kitty me.
Okay, you guys, hello, hello.
Oh, how funny.
I have been home for a little bit now. Me and my mom had such a good time. My stepdad was there. None of us won, but I
Oh, do we not have the choker on? Or is it just hidden somewhere?
actually met a subscriber when I went to Glow in the Dark Bingo, which I vlogged a little bit of that. Then we started
Twinkie!
talking on Instagram,
Twinkie!
and she wants to be like a little bingo buddy, so she did.
Aw, look at that. Amberlynn's making friends. She has a bingo buddy. Erin, I always feel like I'm talking to my niece, Lizzie. Terrible hair. Yeah, I mean, she's doing the middle part. I'm no hair expert. We'll ask Erin and Cassie. Sorry, I can't remember the name that was there. What did they think of the hair? I think it matches the outfit. I don't know. I always have my hair in a freaking ponytail.
End up going there because she's never done electric bingo before. So I did see her there, but me, my mom, and my stepdad, we sit in the smoking section because
Twonk.
they smoke cigarettes, and my bingo buddy actually did not sit in the smoker section.
They still allow smoking in there? I'm very surprised by this. That they allow smoking inside of there. I know a lot of casinos do still allow smoking. They have smoking like areas and floors of the casinos. Because of course the smoke knows to stay contained in that one area.
But it was still fun to see her there. But yeah, highly recommend electric bingo. So I want to give a few updates. The first one is about my 10-day challenge that I was doing. So I very much have put that on hold. Like sitting here.
I don't think any of us are surprised by this. You can smoke indoors in some limited areas. Most places in the US are smoke free, unless they have like a separate enclosed room. But in casinos and I guess in bingo halls, they do have smoking areas where you can smoke inside because people obviously casinos don't want people leaving their machines to go outside to smoke. They want your butt parked at that machine playing that game. Yeah, that's only in those very specific of types of businesses and like restaurants and stores and other places. You absolutely cannot smoke inside.
Here and just like vlogging my food and weighing myself every day and like talking about that all day is like not really what I want to like preoccupy my mind with.
Well, maybe you should because it'll get your mind off your breakup. I mean, what else are you preoccupying your mind with? You're not making merch. You're not. You're not doing. I mean, what else are you preoccupying your mind with? What would be the point of a 10-day challenge? She was doing. She was going to do like a 10-day vlog video showing her what I eat today every single day and counting calories. It was just a video idea that she had, Blue Hoodie. Back before you were born, Lizzie R, back in the dinosaur days, you could smoke inside restaurants and places. Yeah, it's been banned for about I don't know, 25 years almost here in the US. Um but like I said, places like casinos, bars, some bars, and like bingo halls, you can still smoke inside of in specific areas.
I'm going through a lot mentally. I am going through a breaking heart and I am sad all day long.
Sounds like you need something to occupy your mind then.
I try very hard to come on here and like put on a mask and try to be as positive as possible, but like deep down I'm hurting and it's affecting my life. I will say though, I was having a really good time showing you guys what I was eating, logging on MyFitnessPal and like weighing myself daily and showing you guys, you know, the calories and the weigh-ins. So once my brain just feels a little better and my heart feels a little better, I will definitely start doing that again. It's just really hard.
So, I mean, is she just gonna take a break from just vlogging completely? I mean, she should take a break for like a good 6 months just to get her shit together. But it wallowing in that self-pity of a breakup doesn't seem healthy either. I mean, I would think that working on video ideas, working on videos, editing, doing these things would be more beneficial than just wallowing in the self-pity of being broken up with. um I mean, is she playing video games? She said before that she doesn't really turn her TV on to play her Switch. Maybe she should start playing your video games again. Build some Legos if you have any. Just do something to occupy your mind so that you're not just in the woe is me, I got broken up with.
Hard to do anything lately, so the fact that like I do get up every day and hard to do anything lately, so the fact that like I do get up every day and I try to make the best of it, like it's putting in a lot of effort.
I know it's just been like a week, less than a week since the breakup in this video. But, I mean, I know she has BPD, but it was a 6 month long relationship. People go through, and I know this is saying and like comparing Amberlynn to other people, but people go through horrible breakups. People have people die in their life, and they have to get up and go to work and do things and not just wallow in self-pity. And it's frustrating to have her just be like, "Oh, I get up every day, give me a cookie." It's really frustrating to see this. And like, I don't know how Amberlynn would react if she ever really experienced true loss. I mean, it's this. I don't know. Let me see what chat's saying. Um, Aaron, I remember when businesses were forced to put in extra ventilation if they wanted to have a smoking fishbowl. Yeah, I remember back when I was like in my early, I don't know, I was like early 20s. I would go out to dinner with like my sister and her friend Sandy, and we'd be in a restaurant that had like a smoking room, and you would look in that room and it would just a cloud of smoke in the entire room, and it was just like, wow, because they had a separate enclosed smoking area. And and then yeah, like a year later or whatever after that, they got rid of them. Yeah, it was crazy. um but yeah, I want to listen to that again real quick here, just because it's yeah.
Start doing that again. It's just really hard to do anything lately, so the fact that like I do get up every day and I try to make the best of it, like it's putting in a lot of effort, trust me. So the next thing I want to talk about,
Yeah, like, just, I mean, thinking back on my own life, I mean, granted, when my mom passed away in 2011, I was living in South Korea and working for Samsung. I was able to take off like a month of work and come back home while she was in the hospital doing her chemo. And then I went back to Korea and she passed away like 3 days later. And I came back home. And I was home for like 2 weeks. I had like 6 weeks off and I was able to process a little bit. But I still had to go back to work. Had to go back to South Korea, go back to work. And I was angry. I was so angry. And like a lot of my teammates like wouldn't talk to me because they were afraid I was going to be like, I wasn't mean to people, but I just did not look pleasant. So they would ask, like my best friend there at work, they would ask Un Young to come talk to me. And she'd be like, so and so wants to ask you this. And I'm like, well, why didn't they ask me? because they're afraid of you right now. But I mean, whenever my sister passed away, uh, in December of 2023, I was on vacation from work because it was right before Christmas. But still, you have to get up and do things. If I don't, oh, look at Twinkie. I just don't know how Amberlynn would react if she experienced true loss. If just having a girlfriend of 6 months break up with her has just destroyed her so much that she has to force herself to get out of bed and do these things. I mean, it's just like, have a little bit of perspective, and getting up and doing things will help you get over it quicker. It will help you find other purpose, help you, yeah, find other purposes, and don't dwell. I mean, the relationship's over. It is what it is. I know that the breakup wasn't your fault. It wasn't Emily's fault. It was a lot of external things. But there's nothing that you can do about that now. So you just have to move forward. I mean, it's... And Aaron, I went through that a little bit when my bestie passed. People act so weird when they know you're grieving. Yeah. A sense of normalcy and routine is best. Absolutely, Lizzie R.
About is semaglutide. Am I still going to be taking it, etc., etc.? And the answer is yes, I am. But
Oh, are you going to up the dose?
there's an issue.
See, Sagan says Amber is so removed from the normal human experience. Yeah, she does come across as very privileged and out of touch with a lot of these things that she says. Because it's like most people watching her are going to be like, your girlfriend of 6 months broke up with you. Boo hoo. Get the fuck over it. Like, I know a breakup is hard and you need time to process that. But you still have shit to do. And Amberlynn's job of YouTube could be something that helps distract her and try to get back to normalcy. These heartbroken feelings, this will all pass. It's all only temporary. And Amberlynn tends to act like it's the end of the world and her world is completely fallen apart and it's crumbled. No. You had a girlfriend break up with you that was really actually probably for the best, to be honest. I always say that work distracts me from my set. Absolutely, Aaron. You know, it gives your mind something else to focus on.
I have no more semaglutide, etc.
Wait,
and the
what?
answer is yes, I am. But there's an issue. I have no more semaglutide, and today is Friday.
Did you not contact them in time to have them send you the next batch?
And I'm supposed to literally double my dose on Sunday, and I don't even have any. They told me to contact them about it. I did that. I even vlogged, and I was like, you guys, I messaged the provider because it was my third shot. That's when I was supposed to tell them.
She did.
They asked if I wanted to double my dose. I said yes, and it still hasn't shipped. And that was almost 2 weeks ago. Like,
huh. Well, that's not very good customer service now, is it?
something like this wouldn't bother me if it was like a materialistic thing, but this is like a medicine. And I'm relying on this company, you know? So it is just a little frustrating. My fingers are crossed that like maybe tomorrow it'll get shipped out. Like it's Saturday and I'm pretty sure things ship out on Saturdays. So
I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't. And depending on who they're using for shipping. Huh. Because she usually does her shots on Sunday now, right? Because she has Mama Lynn give her shot.
again, fingers are crossed, and I will definitely keep you guys updated. Like I was just genuinely looking forward to doubling my dose actually because it's not working at all. So I hope that like once I do double my dose, like it'll actually start being in effect because I'm taking it for a reason. Which reminds me, I have had some people ask like, why does semaglutide make you nauseous? Does it like depend on what you're eating?
Nauseated.
No, it doesn't. Semaglutide makes a lot of people nauseous. That's like one of the biggest side effects, and that is the reason why it makes people not want to eat. I never notice a difference whether I
Is it just her makeup? Is she? It's just her makeup, and I think she's probably tired. She's probably not sleeping great because of the breakup.
eat something very small the day prior or a little heavier the day prior. Like, if I'm getting nauseous, it's literally just because that's a side effect that decided to happen, not really based on the food that I'm eating. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is my all members live streams. There is something I'm noticing, because obviously an all members live stream means it's not open to everybody to.
No, but I know in the last live stream, she did end up blocking someone. And it was kind of funny. She was like, I'm going to save you $10 a month. I keep meaning to do little recaps of her live streams, but I have zero fucking time. And I'm sorry. But I do these live streams during the week, and then I watch her live streams on Tuesday night with my Discord people. But and I don't want to have to take more time to rewatch them and then make a video about them, and I'm sorry, I just don't have the energy and time for that. But I will say her last members live stream, which was the day after this video was recorded on February 1st, there was somebody at the end of that live stream that my thought was, block that bitch. Somebody, their only comment in the entire live stream was, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was along the lines of, you deserved what your parents, or you deserved how your parents treated you, or something like that. Basically saying that she deserved the shit that happened to her in her childhood. I read that and I was just like, oh my god. What the fuck kind of a person says that to someone? And Amberlynn read that comment out loud and her face just fell. Just completely fell. And you could tell that it really upset her and bothered her. But she didn't clap back, which I think shows a little bit of growth. And she was just like, wow. And yeah, but you get, and I'm surprised Amberlynn didn't block that person. She blocked somebody else.
I currently have over
sorry.
200 mean.
I just paused her. Yeah, it was when that person put that, I was just like, holy fuck. If I'd been Amber, I would have been like, you know what? I'm gonna save you $10 a month too. Bye, bitch. I was just like, that is completely uncalled for. Nobody deserves that kind of treatment as a child. Nobody deserves to have the kind of childhood that Amberlynn had. Nobody. Tayden says, that sounds like a precursor to her quitting the Semaglutide. She probably will. She probably will quit it. If it ends up just not working for her after she ups this dose and then maybe the next dose, maybe this particular blend of it just isn't going to work for her, because each company that sells this or manufactures whatever, they each have their own kind of proprietary semaglutide blend, whatever it is. And this one from whatever company she's using just may not work. However, I know a lot of these companies do like a it's like a year-long subscription kind of a thing. You pay for the entire year. So Amberlynn may have already prepaid for like an entire year of this, or like 6 months of it or something. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, this one, it seems like the one that worked for her was the name brand Ozempic that she was taking when she was with Wifey. But her doctor, if you remember, her doctor during that time allegedly wanted her to stop taking it because it was causing gallbladder issues. I don't know if that's true or not, or if she just wanted to quit taking it. Because it was working. She lost like 30 pounds in like a month.
It's not open to everybody to watch. I currently have over 200 members, and I genuinely was not even expecting to have like 20. So you guys are absolutely amazing. And
it's because all of the reaction channels are in there. it's because all the reaction channels have accounts.
So sweet and just so supportive, and I appreciate that so much.
I will say she does have supporters. She does have genuine supporters also that are members.
I'm already looking forward to my next live stream. But anyways, the thing that I'm noticing is like it's kind of like a game of telephone. People are contacting me in my Instagram saying things I've mentioned in my live stream, but it's very just like twisted and it's a little different and not exactly what I said. So obviously there are
Oh, how does that feel to have happen, Amberlynn? Because you say that, you do that a lot with reaction channels. Oh, Jordy said this, and then I have to go watch Jordy's fucking stream and come back and be like, no, Jordy actually didn't say that. How does it feel to have your words misrepresented? The kidney stones that are just chilling. Yeah, I mean, Tayden, there isn't a lot that you can do with the kidney stones unless they start moving through on their own, or unless you go have surgery to have them blasted with a laser to have them move on through. So yeah, the kidney stones are just gonna kind of chill for a while.
are reactors out there reacting to
Wait, what?
not exactly what I said. So obviously there are reactors out there reacting to my live stream, but not
Yes.
really reacting it. They're just like narrating what I said or did in the live stream
Well, that's because we can get transcripts.
because you can't like react to it because it's behind a paywall.
We can. We absolutely can. We can do clips and pieces of it. We absolutely can react to it. I can't download it because it's blocked from being downloaded, so I would have to pull it up and like do a screen recording, screen capture, which is what I would normally do anyway. But we can.
So it's like the game of telephone, which was one of my favorite games in elementary school, but it's very much not my favorite game right now. I do not mind reaction channels like narrating or saying what happened in my live stream, but I would appreciate it if people didn't like exaggerate what I said or twist what I said. Like I genuinely
Sounds like she's been seeing some of Karina Kaboom's thumbnails.
want it to be exactly what I said. Like if you're gonna narrate it and like dumb it down a bit, but like twisting and like exaggerating.
Honey, nobody needs to dumb down anything you say. I'm such a bitch. I'm sorry.
I just don't think that's very fair. So a lot of you are not getting like the real information of the matter. So this is just another way for me to say like you guys are more than welcome to join my members.
If you want to get the real story, if you want to know what I'm really saying without this middleman in the way, for only $9.99 per month, you too. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
So far, it's a wonderful community, a lot of supporters. Yes, there might have been a troll or two, one in particular
Or 5 or 10.
that I can think of, and I'm fine with that. I am totally fine with a troll or two. I'm fine with the hard questions. Doesn't always mean I'm gonna answer them. I have to be comfortable in the moment. Like, I'm fine with all that stuff. Like, the only type of people I'm not gonna allow in my chat are like people who are just like awful. But truly, if you guys want to find out all the tea genuinely,
Most people that are awful aren't going to be saying much because they don't want to get blocked. And they're like, I'm paying to be... People think because you're paying to be a member that you can say whatever the fuck you want in the chat. Sure, you can say whatever the fuck you want, but that doesn't mean that you're free from the consequences of what you're saying, which could be Amberlynn being like, nope, I do not want your $10 a month. You can go fuck yourself. And she's well within her rights to do that. Because there were a couple of people saying some pretty awful things. I'm paying to be here. I can say what I want. I can ask what... Well, you know what? People can also come at you for whatever you're asking, and Amberlynn can block you and remove you if you're out of line. Because she is doing this to have an environment where she doesn't feel on edge. And she doesn't have people coming at her and saying just really stupid shit. And she's free to do that in her memberships.
and hang out with me one-on-one with a lot of other amazing
It's not one-on-one when you have 100 people in the chat. It's 1-on-100.
people in the chat, then definitely join. There's a link down below. There's a little join button, I think, next to the subscription area.
Yes.
So definitely join. I would love to see you guys there on Tuesday. So the last thing I want to update you guys.
You know what you should do, Amberlynn, is schedule that shit. What are you doing all damn day? Schedule when the live stream is going to be so people know when they are. So we're not just like, do. Oh, Amber's live. And then by the time we get the notification and get into your stream, you've already been chitty chatty for like 5 minutes. So how about you schedule that shit so people know when you're going live and we can expect it. We expect it'll be around 8:30 p.m., but we're not 100% on that. And 8:30 p.m. is awful late for some of us.
Guys on is the therapist. Genuinely, Tuesday. So the last thing I want to update you guys on is the therapist. Genuinely, she was so kind, and I loved that because she was like, a lot of people with BPD get judged even by other therapists. That sometimes people with BPD are hard to work with, hard to understand. Some of her favorite clients actually have BPD, and she genuinely enjoys working with people like.
Sounds like your therapist is a little cray too. Sagan says she doesn't want to schedule it because she wants to jump on whenever it's convenient for her. Well, that's not convenient for me, Sagan. Oh, look, a little Twinkie back there asleep. Oh, look at that little puppy face. Look at the little puppy face.
Me, and it made me feel so seen.
Victim Lynn, what did she say, Stitch?
And like, it didn't stop there because I explained to her, you know, I was diagnosed with BPD and CPTSD, and she explained to me that when people have BPD and CPTSD at the same time, that they become anxiously attached. And I was like, jaw on the floor, because that is literally me, and it's like debilitating sometimes. So it's like, we haven't even had like the first session. It was literally just a consultation, and all.
It's not convenient for me either, Heather. Oh, like no one wants to work with BD patients. I would think they would. I mean, if they specialize in BPD, then, I mean, I can't imagine them being like, oh, I hate my job. They would just stop working with those patients. She could just mean maybe like, I don't know, maybe just because they work with BPD patients, maybe it can become a little overwhelming for them working with so many patients that have BPD. Because I imagine it could be a lot. I don't know. I'm not in therapy. I probably should be. So I wouldn't be able to like ask my therapist and be like, so what do you think of working with people with BPD? Like I asked my dietitian, so Maddie, what do you think about this? BPD and CPTSD tend to co-occur frequently. She's making it like a special combo. Yeah, Amberlynn is ignorant on a lot of these things, I would say, so she may not realize that these things occur together a lot. I mean, everyone should be in therapy. I agree, Aaron.
Already, it's like a vibe. It's gonna be a lot of hard work, and I want to update you.
It is going to be a lot of hard work. The problem comes into being, is Amberlynn willing to put in that work? Because she hasn't been in the past. When things get hard, Amberlynn gives up. And you have to do the hard things. Just like going to space, like we did in the 60s, we don't do these things because when I worked in psych, the patients with BPD were honestly difficult to work with. They were just really emotionally draining. My ex-girlfriend that I'm 99% certain had BPD was completely draining. She was very, very draining to be with. Hey, Peep Chop. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you could make it.
It's gonna be a lot of hard work, and I want to update you guys as much as I can and as much as I feel comfortable. I know I get judged a lot based on like my past actions and things that I've done in past relationships or even here on YouTube. And it's crazy because a lot of the things that I've done has been because I have BPD. And it's like in the past, even probably recent, I have used it as an excuse having.
Yes, as she even said in my chat one time last month, I think, that it's fine to use it as an excuse. And Nerfy was in that chat, and Nerfy was like, no, it's not. And I'm like, no, it's not. So she had people coming at her being like, no, it absolutely is not okay to use it as an excuse. It could be an explanation for why you may behave this way, but it can't be an excuse, because once you know what's causing the issues, it's on you to fix that. And you can't use it as an excuse. It's not an excuse repeating for treating people badly.
BPD for all of these things, and now it's like I want to like have it as a reason, like the reason why I've done those things, instead of like making it an excuse. And
oh, maybe Amberlynn is actually listening whenever she watches my videos. By the way, Peep Chop, I love that little corgi drawing you did of the I want to know where my ass is. That is so freaking cute. I think that was you that did that, wasn't it? I think it was you, Peep Chop.
for a while there, I was like, what is the difference? Like, what is the difference between an excuse and a reason / explanation?
Let's see what she says.
When you're not going to take accountability for it. An explanation is when you finally take accountability and you do something to change it. And I'm currently.
Yeah, I would say you're close. Using it as an excuse is giving yourself a carte blanche to behave any way you want and being like, oh, it's because of my BPD. It just gives me complete free reign to be an asshole. Whereas an explanation, it's like, okay, I recognize why I'm having these feelings and why I want to do X, Y, or Z, but I need to not do that. This explains why I would behave this way, but it's on me to mitigate that and to not use it as a crutch and an excuse to give myself carte blanche to be a dick, basically. Sagan says, sometimes I feel like she just picks up on key phrases to throw out to show her growth, but then there's no actual growth. That's why, like back whenever she was with Wifey, I was like, oh hey, I'm seeing some growth here. And then the next video, she did a video that was like a sit down like video where she was like yelling at the audience basically, and I'm like, well, never mind. Any growth that I saw is just completely thrown out the window because she's repeating these same things that she said 2 years ago. She still has the same mindset because of these things that she's just said. So once maybe whenever she gets into therapy, maybe she'll talk about some things and maybe we'll see some actual change in growth. I mean, we all change as people. Amberlynn isn't the same person she was 5 years ago. She's not the same person she was 10 years ago. We're all just going to naturally change and grow. Hopefully for the better. And I think a lot of that would involve her figuring out these things about herself and then moving forward. She's never going to be 100% perfect. She's going to have a slip up. She's going to have mistakes. We all do. But then it's going to be on her to be like, wait a minute. I'm sorry. This is why I did this and I shouldn't have. And I'm going to try to work on doing better. Which would be using it as an explanation. Using it as an excuse would be, well, I did that because of my BPD. Suck it up. See, Peep Chop says, I'm gonna blow ALR's mind when I tell her who's responsible for the BPD.
Currently right here. Took me a while to get there. Accountability, and you do something to change it. And I'm currently right here. Took me
Are
a
ya?
while to get there. But like, I want this Amberlynn to just like go away. I'm not gonna be perfect. It's gonna take time. And I'm just feeling very hopeful. And my first appointment is on Thursday. I really just want to do the right thing. I want to be a good person. I want to just heal and be better. Before we get too emotional, I think I'm just gonna end this vlog. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, whoop, what did I click on? I clicked on Discord. Boop, boop, ba, doo. Have I ever seen that can't help being a Gemini meme? I have not. You know what's funny? People say that astrology is all bullshit and makes no sense. But you know what's funny? Amberlynn and my sister had the same birthday, December 27th. And I can recognize a lot of similar behaviors between Amberlynn and my sister as well. Both Capricorns. It's kind of funny. Peep Chop, her moon is in retro. No, Heather. It's Mars is in Gatorade. Yeah, hey, I am glad Amberlynn is starting her therapy. Why do I look very dumpy in this screenshot? I don't know. But as we can see, I don't know how to use my life. I wasn't Vanna Whiting my boob. It was my shirt. Yeah, hopefully this therapist works well for Amberlynn. Again, I always love seeing Mama Lynn. I shared it in Discord. Let me see. Maybe we can pull it up here. But, oh, here. Let me, boop, boop, boop. Bitches will run over their child in their 2003 Honda Civic and be like, can't help being a Gemini. Poor grammar aside. That's funny. Oh, God. Heather, all my zodiac stuff. Just call me lazy AF. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get to Beck's video today because it's almost 6:30. And, I mean, I do have a meeting in an hour and a half, but I want to eat some dinner. And I do have some other work. But, oh my God, Taurus. Yes, what's everybody's sign? Let's get everybody's astrological sign in the chat. We'll have Aaron check and see what kind of a person you are and if you're compatible. Sorry, Aaron, what pisses you off? A lot of things piss me off. Being a Gemini? Are you a Gemini and it pisses you off? My brother is a Gemini, so is my best friend. Well, we have a Virgo, Lizzie. We have Blue Hoodie's a Pisces. Peep Chop is an Aries. Heather says, it's not fair. I like more than sleeping and eating. Do you? Why would you like more than that? That's... Oh. See, I think that's Taurus. That is Taurus. Hello, Andy on the brink. You're a Virgo Libra cusp. Oh, do they say Taurus or lazy? Oh, Mars. Oh, look at Mars here. A Gemini sun, a Virgo moon, and a Libra rising. Mistress of the Dark is a Taurus. Wow. Who are we missing? We're missing a few people here. Um, Scythe. We don't know what Scythe is. Let's see. We have Sagan. What are you? Tayden. What's your sign? Lizzie R. Oh, Lizzie R is born in February. So Lizzie R is whatever February is. I can't remember. Who else do we have in here? Sorry, I'm scrolling up to see who's in chat. DV, Jonalyn, Zombius Now. Okay, Jode Hamster's a Cancer. Zombius Now, Virgo with Scorpio rising and a Taurus. My goodness, some of you really know your sign stuff here. Wow. So what do these things say about you? We have quite the spread here. Interesting. Aren't cancers supposed to be very motherly, very caring and giving? If I recall, one of my friends in college was a Cancer. Virgo, Libra. Jonalyn is... Oh, Libra. Sorry, I didn't see that. I'm sorry, Jonalyn. You're like, I'm still Libra, bitch. It hasn't changed. I told you once. I'm not going to tell you again. Ooh, fortune cookies. I think everybody likes fortune cookies, don't they? Who doesn't like... I mean, I guess maybe you don't like the taste. DV, I'm an introvert. My sign is do not... Girl, me too. Me too. That's funny. I think we lost Scythe. We don't know Scythe's. What her sign is. Your cat thinks so. Probably too much. Love torture. Cancers are very homey people, very family oriented. Okay. You don't like the taste of fortune cookies. Depending on the brand, they can taste a little funky. I kind of like them. They're kind of, I don't know, they're like, I don't know, sugar. They're just basically pure sugar, really. But, well, we do have Amberlynn starting therapy. Her semaglutide is late. I wonder if it ever showed up. And we have Mama Lynn hanging out. That's always good. I think that's about all we had. She said taking a break, but I don't recall her really saying that she's taking a break from anything. Because this video was on the 31st, so I don't see any breaks in here. And I think she probably should take a couple of breaks, but she had several videos already scheduled and ready to go, so I don't know. But maybe she will end up doing her 10-day. Excuse me, I am so sorry. I'm a little burpy now doing her 10-day challenge again. I don't know. But, yeah, I think, again, this is always just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. I think if she were to get into a routine, maybe work on her merch. Even if she's just playing video games, working on merch. Find some little free class or something online to take. Sign up for Skillshare. Learn how to do editing or something. And, I don't know, learn new things. Maybe she'll see something she wants to maybe do instead of YouTube and take some online classes for something. And find a way to fill her days with something other than just wallowing in self-pity and woe is me. I got broken up with. Go back to Amberlynn was never Amberlynn was never in law school, peep chop. Amberlynn was studying criminal justice for like a semester. Two very different things. But yeah, just dwelling on it and sitting there and just stewing in self-pity is not going to do her any good. It's going to do it's going to be more detrimental than anything else. So she needs to, in my opinion, it would do her a lot of good to do something else with her days. Find something to fill her days with, even if it's just playing video games on her. I almost said on her Stitch, on her Switch. She could stream it. She could set up. She can get a capture card. I have an external capture card. It's the AverMedia that I was using previously. Where did I put it? I don't know where I put it because I disconnected it. But get like an external capture card, hook it up to your laptop, hook it up to the TV, and stream. And stream some video gameplay. It's not too hard to set up. Just a couple of cables and you're good to go. But I think that's all we have for this one. I am getting kind of hungry. I'm going to go heat up some din din and work for an hour before I have my meeting at 8 o'clock. Or actually, I'll probably do some chores for an hour before my meeting. So I hope you all have had a wonderful, wonderful Monday. I do not know if we will stream tomorrow or not. I haven't decided. It depends on work. There you are, Scythe. I thought you disappeared on us because you never told us what your sign was. My wifey's being all secretive and hiding on us. Lurking in the chat. Oh, we didn't get Lizzie's sign either. Wait, did we? No, we did get Lizzie's sign. She was one of the first ones. She's a Virgo. But yeah, hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. I may or may not see you tomorrow because I have to try to get my hours in for my second job because I'll be out of town on Saturday going to a Comic-Con with my brother. So yeah, thank you, Sagan, Zabius Now, Lizzie, Mademoiselle Side, Peep Shop, Aaron, Sagan, Jode Hamster, or Jod Hamster, DV, Jonalyn, Aaron, Mistress of the Dark, Mars, Andy on the Brink, Blue Hoodie, whoops, and I'm sure I missed people, Stitch and Stream, Lizzie R, probably fell asleep, Blue Hoodie, Tayden, I think I already said DV, but we'll say it again. So thank you all. Casey Kloss, thank you for being here. Thank you all for popping in and spending a little bit of your time with me. I do greatly, greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you later. And until next time, be safe and take care.